I don't see. Oh, there we go. I was going to say I don't see a message that there's the path is blocked.
Try to do as much as you can with that cleaner.
Okay.
Okay, now put those right in the other shelves for that box up with it.
One more. We can go finish the. I'm wondering if this will actually finish the contract. We tend to make 50% more bales than we actually need to complete a contract. Anyway.
The eggs are on the third shelf for those eggs. This one?
Okay, that's the last one. How's the mower doing? Things are done. Area 96% full. Crone Big N, 10 minutes. The baler has 7. So we can't actually do anything. Oops. With the mower until we get the baler over to the other field. So the jobs are, the mowing is going to slow down as things go along. Because he has to wait for the baler to get in the field so that I can copy the course to the baler. And then we can move the mower onto the next field in the list. I think I'm going to limit myself to 3 active contracts at a time at the moment. Well, sorry. We're going to finish these 3 before I take another one to mow, because I want to make sure that we have enough time to finish what we're doing. BGA because it's just a little bit more lenient in driving. Alrighty, here we are at exports. Bring up the thing, transporting position, press F19, that's that button there. Unload. 23. That button. And 23 again. And those are delivered. Contract is finished. Field 25 is 12% transported. Reset, press 23 again. Okay, we can turn that off. I think I know enough, or I remember enough now. It's only 2 bales. There are 2 buttons to operate the trailer. And I can't finish the contract until we finish baling, or it will tell me I don't own the field and I can't bale the stuff. Ow. Ugh. Issues with wooden posts in the hedges. It's one of the... Come on, really? It's one of the reasons why I have removed hedges on one side of my farm tracks, is it just makes it easier for me to drive around without getting caught up on the hedges. Anyway, there we go. I would also consider, since we don't own the farm in the corner, oh, it's blocked. Is it block? No, it just dropped. Okay. Since we don't own this farm up in the top right-hand corner of the map, it would probably knock out part of this hedge so we can just drive up that lane and pull straight into this field without having to go round. Oh look, it's a person who doesn't want to be on Twitch anymore. Next. And thank you for submitting your report. Close this thing. Bye-bye. Okay, and I need to press the right button and we should just be able to go and pick all of these up now. Bop, bop. Whee. As I've said before, I do think this is a little bit cheaty. I would have to go and get a telehandler and all of the stuff that goes with it in order to load this up. If I remember rightly, this baler has a bale turner. Or can have a bale turner on it. So if we go balers and this one, yes. So I could have that thing on the back. And what that does is the bale falls off the back, it rotates onto its end so it won't roll away. Huh. Maybe something to consider adding to it. That's the thing. We're primarily not a bale farm. We will bale other farmers' stuff, but generally will not. We will not bale anything on our farm, except straw. And we're only baling straw because it's easier to transport vast acreages of it to the store as bales as opposed to loading wagon loads. At this point, I doubt we're going to make it into having any animals on the farm. Though I think if I did, I might consider pigs instead of cows, just so we can work on the cow breeding thing achievement. There's the mower. The mower is, well, looks like it's about to be done. Yes. Okay, mower finished. Baler is almost finished. I think the thing that slowed the baler down was it gets to the end of the row, and if it's finished a bale, it sits there and waits to wrap it and eject it before it moves on to the next row. Does mean that the bales aren't ending up in the headlands, which is kind of nice. But still. Okay, once this is done, we can jump in. Now, obviously, we know that all of these bales are going to the same place as the last field. We may end up finishing the contract that the mowers finished. Are you going to eject it? No. Okay. Because you turned the engine off. There we go. Okay, I need to whoops, fold that up, and we can now head back, do some more cab driving, because I don't do that very frequently. I can find the entrance to the field and not hit a hedge leaving. That would be a plan too. Okay. So a couple of interesting YouTube videos this week from our real world farmers. Millennial Farmer did a trip out to the John Deere test ground and got a chance to see fully automated farming in operation. So he had, I think he was running a cultivator on the back of his of one of their tractors, and the tractor was the same model he owns but much newer. But the John Deere rep salesman did point out that the entire system was completely retrofittable to his tractor. Basically anything of his tractor's generation, which runs 3, 4, 5 years, not entirely sure, but he could have his tractor modified to do this, and literally all you had to do was tell it what to do. It'll say, are you staying on board or not? If you say no, then you've got an opportunity to get out, and it'll sit and wait for you to walk away from it, and then it'll do all of the things. Or you can say, no, I want to sit on the tractor, and it will start its job and does all the headlands and everything else, lifts the equipment. Quite impressive. And we know the tractor manufacturers have been working on this since we've had the cabless. I think there's a cabless John Deere. There is definitely a cabless case running around that you just program it and it does its thing. I'm not sure how that works for driving on public roads to get from one field to the next. That might currently cause politicians a problem. And then Tom Pemberton was fixing his grass, having completely chewed that up with the forage harvester and the baler, and just the fields are looking relatively repaired when it comes to the state of the mud. Unfortunately, they're not particularly healthy when it comes to growing grass. And obviously, first cut is usually not the greatest. Second cut is the one you're relying on. And then third cut is a bonus. And I think his problem is, the first cut was a complete disaster. And so no. clear the copy, open the copy, clear that. We can take this. Hope I did that right, because it could be a disaster otherwise. Take this out of the field, probably this way. This actually looks quite good. Okay, set the course. And go. Okay, that's a good start. I think I went the wrong way. Here we are. So this one, you need to paste. Oh, clear its current course. Paste the saved course. There we go. Get out of the cab. Yes. And okay. First waypoint. Go. Close that off and off he goes. Alrighty, so baling has started. Now I can go back to this guy. Grab that bale, and I'm just going to deliver these now because I don't know how much the next two fields are going to yield, but it would be a real pain to drive over there, load 12, and then have to drive all the way over here and back again, with the possibility that whatever we pick up over there isn't full trailer load, or isn't 40. Also, it gives the baler a bit of a chance to get ahead of us. Oh, keep bouncing on that corner. Okay, gonna drive through the BGA this time. And round the corner. Okay, need to turn it to transport. Press that button. Do that, press that button again, and press that button again. Okay, that should be good. And I'm going to go back for cab driving again. Now, we're probably going to struggle on the hill up ahead. Not this one, but the next one. But we're not in any hurry to reach where we're going. Oh, we do have beacons. That's cool. And now we're coming up to the long climb. I could consider a 10-wheel, flatbed 10-wheeler for hauling bales. Maybe keep this trailer as well, because you can hitch this to the back of the truck. And this is the hill that's going to kill us. struggle. Okay, so last week we had a guy to come round and inspect our basement because we have been noticing lots of water whenever we have a heavy rainstorm. Although I'm thinking at the moment the ground's so saturated that it doesn't require a heavy rainstorm, it just requires a reasonable amount of more rain, which is causing water to seep into the basement. So his assessment was we have leakage between the basement floor and the front wall of the basement, and that's going to involve digging up a strip along the front and installing drainage so that the water has somewhere to drain as opposed to draining into the basement, which we would prefer it not to do. Now, it's not a finished basement, so that's a good thing. But that kind of doesn't really matter. We want to do things down there, and we want to do things down there that don't get on well with the vast amount of water. So that's kind of an expensive job, which is basically going to result in us not doing quite so much renovations within the house. So some of the tasks we did want done, they're going to have to happen later when we have some more money to do that with. But I did get a couple of the tasks absolutely have to be done as soon as possible so that the basement repair guys have space to do the work they need to do. So that's a thing. The other advantage, obviously, with having a telehandler, if you could do this with a worker, what I've seen happen a lot of the time is the guy in the telehandler will come out and he will arrange the bales into groups of two, but along a row, so you can just drive the trailer between the rows and he can just load things up. Then while this thing goes and carts the bales to wherever they need to go, he can start stacking another parallel rows of bales for when the hauler gets back. I think I can probably run up to the end and come back again. I was doing fine. It is almost midday on the farm. Oh, I can complete the contract for 7 now. So I think I'll do that. Oh, there's another one. Oh, 17 bales collected. So we're already up to 18 bales. I would not have been able to collect all of these had I not emptied or sold off the last lot. So contract field 7. Get paid. Nice. So 2 is tedding, that's tedding, that's tedding.